Toolbox? No, I don't have repair right now. Fuel tank.
Forget with this op. Do we get like more money for playing the Chinese thing? No, just more experience.
Like, yeah.
No, it's just more experience.
Tony's watching mine right now.
Probably because mine
Hi, Tony.
broke. Mine broke down. It said somebody was watching mine, and then freaking it crashed. Like, I've never seen it say error, it stopped working or some shit. I was just like, what? Let's see here. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Ooh, good map. I had an amazing tier 10 battle on this like a week ago. It was just me playing. I started at the 9s. The other side basically spawn side. I decided to drive down the K line. I got like to H. I got 2 tanks there, and then I saw the other side was failing, so I went back to the 9J and got 2 more tanks, and then I got 5 kills altogether.
Nice.
We hadn't won the battle. It was pretty awesome.
Your mission is to capture and hold the marked objective. Let's do it.
Holy shit, look at all the tank destroyers. This is going to be a very slow battle. Everybody's going to be hiding. Is that a full turret, or does it just have a half turn?
Right now it's fully turned. She doesn't turn all. She doesn't even turn half all to my left or right all the way. She's kind of in front of me.
Focus attention here. We got him.
Yeah, so whatever that tank was up, real good like.
Fuck you.
What?
Ready to fire, H.
Oh, I kept firing at that light or batch at medium. Fired 2 shells and missed each shot.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Love to see that fat check climb out of that love tunnel about now. So I'd like
know,
to
right?
face fuck the shit out of her.
Well, I'm looking at it too. I'm like waiting for this. It's just a poke. I just want a little bit of metal. I'll put a hole through it. You'll be happy.
Uh oh, where's the tank destroyer at? Am I not close enough?
No. Behind the hill, anyway.
Yeah, I saw her for a second. There she be.
Boom! Nope. Oh, Oh, there we go. It was a little bit of a delayed
full life
reaction.
to no life, buddy. I guess we're supposed to push?
I'm guessing. I'm moving up slowly. I'm thinking about reloading.
I'd go for it. I'm loaded.
I'm reloading.
Try to be mindful of the artillery.
Don't flip, don't flip. Damn.
We should push over that direction so we get side shots on those fucking tank destroyers.
Right behind you. Give me a second to catch up.
I'll stop up here on this corner.
Alright.
Alright, I'm stopped. Hurry your ass up. Oh, shit.
5 seconds until I'm loaded.
Should we go after that medium or support this side real quick?
Leave. Let's support the side. Let that medium come behind us. I can still see
we
back
got company right there. There's the grilly. Oh
shit.
god, let him fucking, let one of these guys stay there. No, stay. Stop driving. Stop driving.
Stop, you fucking dickhead.
Oh, somebody done fucked him up anyway. Charioteer fucked up.
Sorry. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you missed. My turn.
Shut up.
Oh, where'd my bullet go? It looked beautiful. It had the arc and everything.
Mine too.
Now I gotta sit here and wait while everybody else gets away from. Reload your gun real quick. I'm almost loaded.
Like, 2 of those shots were dead on, and I didn't even make contact.
That's funny. Alright, let's see what we got over here.
Watch us run into like a huge line of them.
That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. That medium's still alive somewhere, isn't he? Oh fuck yeah, he's after our guy. Oh, never mind, they got him. What about that guy? So 2 of their tank destroyers on the map, so that means there's 2 unaccounted for. Right there. Boom! Finish him, buddy. Hurry up and finish him.
3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, you missed.
Finish him, buddy.
Trying.
Good job. Another tank destroyer coming in above us.
Really?
I need 6 seconds.
I need him to pull up here.
Oh, he's coming. I don't even worry about that.
Missed. Didn't miss that time. Oh!
Oh, he's mine now.
He's reloading. He's reloading.
What a waste of a bullet.
No left. Oh.
We win.
I missed a few shots on that one.
You gotta be mindful.
Bad game.
I think I missed 1 bullet that I fired, and that was on that fucking grilly.
I fired a few panic shots.
Damn, that was a nice $97,000 game for me. Fucking premium tank status, man. Let's keep running that fucker.
Rain, come down.
Fucking ridiculous money right there.
Do I have an op done? Yeah, I do. Alright. I like finished like 6 fucking ops right there, Jesus.
I'm just gonna rake in that fucking cash. They can throw money at me, I don't care. But this tank is one of the easiest fucking tier 10s to run. You just don't miss, that's the catch.
I hit rocks, I think, when that first grilly I saw.
Dude, on that
really
grilly, man, fucking, I thought for sure that round was golden. Freaking, it must have, like, I bet you it went between his fucking barrel and his hull. He was probably like, whoa, wow, was that a shooting star? Like, that's cool. I fucking nuked that fucking first Death Star, man. He got it real good.
Yeah, my first shot bounced on his turret, so I shot him in the fucking engine.
Dude, mine freaking, oh, it hit him really nice and good like. That second one I got a good hit on too. Fucking 7/8 of his fucking health.
Ooh, good match. Where would you like to hunt them?
A-line.
A-line? Right. I'm surprised how good of money we're making on this.
Dude, that 200% boost is amazing. Like, that's what I was saying before. Freaking, like when I was running Warframe the other day, freaking, I logged in here long enough to check out what the new tanks were that they were offering, which I didn't have no money to buy one anyway, but I wanted to see what they were. And I logged in. Oh yeah, and I had to play the one game so I could get that one free tank. And then I saw that the op for fucking 200% on tier 10s. I was like, I already make money on tier 10 battles when I run them. So I was just like 200%. I'm just like, wow, that's gonna be like tier 10s or premium tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never seen them running off like that before. That's awesome.
It makes people want to play 10s more.
Yeah, I love running 10s. Like, that's
Here's our first victim.
I say everybody should love to run 10s because friggin' that's what you work for the whole time. You're working towards the tier 10. So to not freaking run it, that sucks.
Get him?
Oh yeah. Apparently I didn't hit him in a good spot, but he's tracked. I had a critical.
Tracked him again.
You gotta shoot him between
There's
the tracks.
There's someone else coming.
Okay.
Off to your right. Straight down the A-line, watch out.
Fuck, I barely hit his ass too. Already just fucking broke my tracks. Is there 2 E100s? Because I just hit that one and it did damage, but it didn't do much. I'm gonna have to look here in a second.
Watch out.
I gotta load anyway. I also want to check to see if there's 2 E100s on their team. Oh, yep, there is.
And they're parked next to each other.
Yeah, it makes sense. So I was saying, because I know I hit the one, and I know I hit that one, but yeah, it looks like I've only hit one freaking. Oh man, he let me get a shot on the fucking medium tank. See what I do to him. Come on, people. Jesus Christ.
Artillery just fired. We got some time.
I know they got sniper tanks shooting this way, but fuck. Shit. It broke my track. Oh, Death Star. Watch it, dude. There's a fucking Death Star out there somewhere.
Yeah, so my problem is these fucking guys.
Shit, his Death Star. That Death Star on their team already got 2 kills. Something tells me he's about to get a 3rd. Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
That was your gun
Took
barrel.
out my gun.
Yeah.
Alright.
I wouldn't go for it, dude. I would just wait a bit here. Get a different position. E100 is getting balled. Oh. Ooh. Oh man, your loader's dead too.
Luckily, I don't have to load. Alright, I'm gonna retreat and take them from the field.
I don't know if there'll be anything left to take. He's gonna get fucked up here in a minute.
Come on, get to those damn rocks. Almost there. Come on, baby. Come on. So close. So close. Safe. Oh, bitch, you're fast. Shit, I'm fucking dead.
Heavy, right?
Pull!
Man, we tried, buddy. We tried.
Had
fought
to
hard.
happen sometime. I got fucking pounded by the artillery. I hit 3
Dude,
times.
I got fucking hit by every fucking thing. Already the whole shit and shoot match, and then a Death Star finished her off. Just polished her up real nice like.
30.
Yeah, where's she at? Oh yeah. That's right. Almost forgot about that little guy.
We're working our way through the tinfoil tank.
Right? These things really are. I mean, like I said, they got great guns, but freaking, they are not
you
armored.
Sneeze at them.
Yes. I don't think it's going to be as good as the ROM either.
If you were in like actual, like back in the day, if these were in the war, you could take them out with rifles.
Right. Hey man, if you played War Thunder, fucking, you'd see what 50 caliber and 30 caliber machine guns could do to crew members. Because viewports had like no fucking armor.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, like on War Thunder, that's the only weakness to the Tiger. There's a viewport on the front, and freaking, you can pin you can, like 3 of your 5 crew members, sit in a straight line behind that viewport.
Why?
That's just how the tank was designed.
That's a weird way to design a tank.
Yeah, because like on War Thunder, and they set them up the same on here too. But if freaking on War Thunder, it actually shows where your crew members sit, because freaking in real life, if your tank gets actually pinned, usually it's not the tank that actually dies, it's your crew that dies. So it's important to know where your crew sits at in the tank, especially if you're against a tank like your own. You're gonna know about where they're at and everything. And also on War Thunder, when you shoot enemy tanks, freaking, it shows like critical hits that you do to them and stuff. Shows you damaging, like shooting their fucking loader in the fucking face, Fucking, oh, I love War Thunder. Like I said, it's a lot harder than this game, though.
Right. I've never played it.
You should try it sometime. You let me know if you try it, because I'll play with you. But I'll tell you right now.
Is it free to download, or?
Yeah, it is. But, like I said, but it's a lot harder in this game. Like I said, realistic and simulator is usually the only thing I play on. Like, they have fucking, and like, but that's not what you want to start with arcade. Arcade's like this. Where you have markers on people and stuff. Well, in realistic mode, you only get markers on teammates, and in simulator, you get no markers.
You just gotta hope they're painted different.
No, because you gotta remember, in real life, you know, in a battle, you'd only see. Let's say you're driving an American tank. What tanks are you going to be able to see, or what tanks are going to be on your team? In real life.
American.
No, that's not true.
Well, English and
Yep.
French
and Russian.
Russian.
Yep. Like, that's how it's set up for simulator mode. Unless they're running a special simulator mode where you actually, where it's kind of like a, you know, like an event on here.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll let you pair up with another nation or whatever that's not an ally or an axis. But yeah, so you have to actually know your tanks. Otherwise, and like, I didn't know when I first loaded into simulator what the fuck was going on, because I'm used to playing realistic, and if there's not a marker on the tank, it's a bad guy. I loaded into a battle that I thought was like halfway through or something, you know. Freaking, and it was just starting, and I loaded in with my friendlies, and freaking, I blasted one in the fucking side, fucking killed him. All of a sudden, my team was calling me a dumbass, and I was like, what? And then when I realized what happened, I just backed out. I was just like, oh shit. I was just gonna get out of here. Yeah, there's team killing on there.
Like this on the PC.
Huh?
You can team kill like this on the PC.
Oh, I know, dude. I was around since the beginning of fucking World of Tanks, and I played when War Thunder released tanks. I was there for the beta for that. Actually, I was there for I was into the alpha of that. Frickin', like when there was only Russia and Germany, which was the starter tanks for War Thunder. Frickin', I played the alpha of it. But another thing I love more about War Thunder is the battlefield feels more like a fucking battlefield, because light tanks, mediums, and freaking, there's one other. Oh, anti-aircraft. You actually get anti-aircraft guns too. But light tank,
That'd be
medium.
fun to shoot.
Oh, there's some of them that's fucking ridiculous. The goddamn Ostwind, fucking 20mm cannons on that thing. And when it fucking, and like I was telling you before, 50 cals can pin view turrets and stuff. So imagine what happens to you when a 20mm full auto opens up on your tank of light armorness. Fucking, and it fires quick. It's just like fucking all you see is white lights coming at you. Fucking ridiculous, dude. But no, dude. Like I said, War Thunder is a great game. Freaking, the part that people have a hard time with is the tanks handled differently than they do on here. On here, you know, like there's no freaking slide to your tank at all. You know, even on snow and stuff like that. Well, freaking, in real life, you can make freaking tanks freaking drift. You know,
all the time.
Yeah, there's even videos of it and everything. Well, people don't like that because they've been playing World of Tanks for so long. They're like, nah, this doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Freaking, I mean, when you get to the bigger, heavier tanks... Yeah, it's straight up horsepower, man. Freaking, and you can make your fucking track spin opposite directions. You can do damn near anything with a fucking tank. But,
Look at you all the way down there, me up at the top.
dude, I didn't even, I shot one bullet. Freaking.
I got 4 kills. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you did great, man. Like, I was up there with you, and then freaking only saw one thing to shoot at, and fucking, because you killed everything else. But, hey, I was there for you. You're welcome.
Hey, moral support, man. Moral support.
But anyway, like I said, another thing people don't like about that game, like I said, is because it's hard. Freaking, when you, because like almost any tank, even a light tank, can one hit another tank, depending on where it gets shot. You know, and what I love about that game though is, guess what? There's no such thing as premium rounds. Freaking.
Hey, I got all my fucking crew skills back.
Sweet. But yeah, there's no such thing on there as premium rounds, bud. Freaking, you research different rounds, and different rounds pin it better at different distances. Different rounds do different things. You know, like my favorite round is kind of like the high explosive anti-tank round, and it pins first and then it explodes. Freaking, and what did I tell you about crew members? Freaking.
Mm.
Yeah, you defeat a tank, you know, if a freaking enemy tank has no crew. So, freaking, like, it has lower pin, freaking, usually than some of your other rounds. Freaking, like, APCRs, dude, freaking are stupid on here to me. Because an APCR is designed as a solid shot, right? Literally, the reason why it pins so good is because it's a solid round. So you could shoot straight through a tank and not damage anything. Freaking, you know what I'm saying? Because it's got no spread, no nothing.
In the armor.
You just make a hole in the armor, exactly. On there, it shows that. It shows when you shoot a tank with an APCR round, it shows one solid slug go through the fucking tank. And unless you hit the freaking gas or an ammo rack, you know, you can kill a crew member with one round. Like I said, but in order to kill the entire crew, you're gonna have to shoot at least 5 times and hit them every time, and hit a different one every time, you know. Or you have to hit an ammo rack or a freaking gas can. I mean, you pin, yeah, but shit, you can shoot fucking 20 rounds into a fucking tank and not freaking hit something critical, you know. Especially if you shoot the same spot over and over again. But yeah, but like I said, there's ballistic capped ones. Those ones actually are really good. Like, they pin and then they release freaking you know, like fucking buckshot into the fucking tank wherever it goes in at.
That'd be fun.
Like I said, each one of these freaking rounds do different things. Like I said, like at close range, a lot of times your standard AP shells are actually what you want to be using, because at close range they have higher pin than at long range. Freaking, and then like I said, and then there's some of them that don't lose any freaking any pin at all long range, like your standard HE rounds. Did you know your high explosive anti-tank rounds, those don't lose pin? They're not supposed to lose pin either.
Yeah.
Freaking, those things are great. Freaking, like I said, and you unlock these rounds. And freaking by researching them, but you also research, you know, stuff for your crews, like their vitality for one. Like at first, man, you can get fucking one-hitted by damn near anything. You get a little vitality in your crew, you know, it takes a little bit more to fucking kill them. On there, you know, like let's say you're driving full speed in a light tank and you crash into a rock. What's going to happen to your crew in real life, since there's no seat belts, no airbags? Freaking, yeah. Yeah, they all die, or at least a couple of them will probably die. If you're going full speed and you ram into another tank, a rock, freaking.
That is one thing I hate about this ballistic.
Yeah, that's exactly why I went to freaking War Thunders, because freaking I played this first, like on the PC, And then when War Thunder came out with their tanks, and they're and they're not as biased to Russia as freaking. I mean, they are a little bit. Their airplanes show it, but their tanks, like, they're pretty head to head with Germany. Freaking, and what's nice is freaking American tanks aren't terrible either. Once you start getting to the later ones, like the Pershing. The Pershing is actually a badass fucking tank, and the reason why is because freaking high velocity rounds have higher pin, and that's what our tank specialized in. That's the reason why all of our tanks have smaller rounds, freaking like 90 mils, where everybody else gets 120s. Well, you know what I'm saying? They were more accurate and they pinned better. Freaking, that's the reason why America chose the rounds that they did. But you don't see a lot of that on here. Like I said, you take a 90 to a fucking tier 10 battle, and you're just like, that sucks. Freaking on there, freaking if you can get a side shot on, and by the way, freaking that's another thing that pisses me off about this game. Freaking the Tiger is supposed to be a BA motherfucking tank, right? I mean that was one of their crown jewels of the German fucking regime, you know. Freaking on War Thunder, dude, the Tigers are badass motherfucking tanks. I mean, one of their tier 5 are equivalent to tier 10, because their tiers work differently. They have like two sets of. They have pretty much like a high end tier 5 and a low end tier 5. So it's kind of like two tiers in one tier. Because they go by battle ratings. Like a tank, like a Tiger, obviously has a lot higher battle rating than an M4. You know what I'm saying? And that's how theirs works. Like you can have we have M4s on the American tree, on the same tier as a Tiger. We unlock it at the same time, but you don't see as many battles against Tigers because of the battle rating difference. You'll run into them, and once you do, you're gonna see just how badass a fucking Tiger is. Fucking, ugh. The Tigers on there, dude, will give you fucking nightmares if you're not driving one.
Oh.
Like I said, in my opinion, that's the way it should have been. That's the reason why when I come here, dude, and the Tiger 1 and the Tiger 2 are just straight horse shit, fucking terrible fucking tanks, it upsets me. Because like I said, because you go to War Thunder, a Tiger rolls up on you, dude. 9 times out of 10, a Tiger hits you with that fucking 88, you're dead. Freaking one hit, 9 times out of 10. And if you're not dead, you're all fucked up. And on there, repairing your tank, freaking, you actually have to stop your tank. Fucking, you have to tell your fucking tank to repair. And freaking, depending on what crew members you have left, depends on what you're allowed to do. You know, like let's say you only have one crew member left, freaking, at all. Guess what, bud? Freaking, your tank can't drive and shoot at the same time if you only have one crew member. Freaking, your tank can't freaking shoot and reload at the same time if you only have one crew member, because the guy has to take a break, has to take the time to freaking switch seats, get into his dead buddy's loading chair, fucking load a round up, get back into the turret. Freaking, you can see and you can tell when they're switching, because freaking, like I said, like you won't be able to turn your turret either or nothing, because that guy is trying to do shit for you. He has to go load your fucking round in. Then he's got to freaking get back on the gun turret. And when you only have one crew member, you're freaking, if you need to shoot, you don't try to drive, because your guy's gonna have to try to switch into the driver's seat.
I'm so dead.
Oh, well, I got totally fucking ran the fuck over. They had everybody, their brother, cousin, sister, all raping me right in the mouth. I think I pinned one round. that battle?
I had one tank that I put all 6 rounds into. Only 3 hit. I fired at the exact same spot each time. It wasn't moving.
That's funny.
That's bullshit, is what it is.
That's another thing on War Thunder.
Tanks, there's actually blow the fuck.
Like on there, there's actually bullet drop and everything that you have to counter for on realistic and on simulator. So another good thing, there's no invisible tanks.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't like. Is like, if you're sitting out here, you should be able to see them.
Exactly. As stupid as fuck. Like I said, you're just gonna have to try it sometime. Let me know when you do, and I'll come play with you. It's one of those games though that like you don't like to play by yourself. Because like you really do need teamwork and stuff, and 2 eyes are better than 1. Because like I said, unless you're playing arcade mode. If you like, even in arcade mode, you know, like I said, the tanks aren't invisible, so you can see them further than your guy. Like if your guys can see them, like, and that's a skill, by the way, on arcade mode. If your guys can see them in your tank, not technically you, but their ability to see them, that's what lights them up. That's what lights them up on the, on your screen. But you can physically see them, then you don't have to worry about them having to see them. But and on arcade mode, you build up points and you can call in like a bomber or some shit and try to bomb people or whatever. I like realistic better because one, it's harder than fuck for an airplane to even see your ass, let alone bomb you. Because the realistic controls for the airplanes are a lot harder than arcade mode. But the in order to get an airplane in a realistic mode, you still gotta you start out in a tank, and you have to build up points. More damage you do, the more points you build up, and therefore the more tanks you can bring. You can respawn if you do good. You can bring in a different tank or whatever. Most of them are usually capture points too, like 3 different capture points, kind of like Battlefield.
I used to play War Thunder, just the plane one for the PS3.
I love the planes, man. War Thunder was on PS3?
It's just a plane simulator, though.
I don't remember it being on freaking PlayStation 3. It could happen, but I was just like, I could have swore it didn't come out for PlayStation until the 4. When it first, I know when it first launched on PS4 is when they first launched the American tank line, and that's when it was technically coming out of, the tanks were technically coming out of so-called beta. American tanks were technically beta, but that was their official launch of the tanks. And like when they did that, that's when they went cross-platform for the PS4. That's another thing that's nice, unlike freaking World of Tanks here, is all the work I've done on the PC version, guess what? All I gotta do is keep my headset on my controller here, keep me in the chat, and I can fire up my computer, and I can play with my PS4 friends.
Nice.
Yeah, so I didn't lose all my progress, any money I spent on my tanks, And that's what pisses me off so much about World of Tanks, again, is because they could do the same thing. If War Thunder could do it, then they can fucking do it. But literally, they're just like, no, I won't make as much money. And they definitely got it off of me, I know that. And the only reason why I play this game over freaking War Thunder is because of my goddamn brother Ty. Like I said, I love freaking War Thunder. Like on there.
How the fuck did I get shot?
Like on there, it's just so much more realistic. Fucking. Like, and you know how, like in real life, like if a tank has a different gun or whatever, different tank altogether, right? Like it has. Well, that's how the tanks work on there. Like, M4 with a 105 on it isn't the same freaking tank. So they have a different tank. And you don't switch out barrels, you don't switch out checking parts and stuff. You research, you know, improvements for your tank. You know, like better, well, technically like better tracks, stuff like that. Freaking fire prevention systems. Freaking, you know, like you know how you have your fire extinguishers. Freaking, well, on here where you have to pay credits for or whatever. On there, you just research a fire prevention system, and you know, and you pay for the fire prevention system research to be installed. But you don't have to pay for that shit every battle like you do on here. You know, once it's researched, it's there. Freaking, it works automatically. Like I said, it's a cheaper game to play than this game is. Like, they have premium tanks on there, yes. Freaking, which are great because it works differently too. Like let's say you're trying to get the next tank in this Chinese line. Freaking, the tank before it will have a percentage boost of experience, but you can literally drive any other tank in that branch or in that freaking nationality. You can drive a different Chinese tank, and guess what? You're going to be still putting experience towards that tank you're trying to work on.
That would be awesome, because there's so many tanks that I want to work on.
Yeah, and you just literally just pick the tank you want to be researching towards, and you can take any freaking tank in your freaking on that Chinese tree, and the experience you get off of it goes towards that tank. Then what did you drive that last battle?
Type 34.
Wow. Well, you suck, sir. Let's see here. Oh, fuck this tank.
It just came back.
Oh, good. But
I want to get both of those leveled up, so.
Like I said, a lot of people, like I said, I've dragged over there to try it. Like, I don't know if Wiley would like it, because he has a hard time seeing, you know? Freaking. So, arcade mode, yeah, he might like it. Freaking. But the realistic, where you literally have to be able to see and tell the tanks apart, you know? Freaking.
I don't understand why Wargaming won't bring over all the shit they have on PC for this game.
Money.
Like the damaging friends.
Money. Fucking money. That's why they won't go cross-platform. That's why they won't let you drag your account from the PC over to here. And vice versa.
They need to, like, at least do the... Like, how Artie can mark where they're gonna fire, and then...
There's a lot of things from the PC that I'd like to see. They have more information on all the freaking skills on the PC than they do on here. This is like the skills on there go into detail, like what they actually do, freaking, and all this other good shit. On here, you get like a blunt freaking description of the skill. Like on there, it would tell you, oh, freaking, and goddamn, what is it, fucking. Clutch braking only works on this type of tank, this type of tank. It doesn't work on all tanks. Hurricane, and stuff like that. Like I said, there's a lot of things like that where it doesn't tell you on here. I can't remember which tank it doesn't apply for. But there's one of the tanks clutch braking doesn't work for. I don't know if it's light tanks or medium tanks, or no, I think it works on medium tanks. But there's a tank type, maybe it's heavies. No, it can't be heavies. I don't know. It's one of the damn types, but clutch braking doesn't work for one of the tanks. But there's other stuff like that. They don't tell you on here. Freaking, just like camo, like camoing your tank. On there, you get bonuses for having a tank camoed. On here, it doesn't tell you whether or not you do.
Yeah, on here, like, if you have your tank painted, it doesn't matter. On there, it does.
Yeah. It does on there, and it does on the phone one, and it tells you it does. So, like I said, for me to believe that it doesn't work on here, I don't believe that. I believe that you get the percentage. They just forgot to fucking put it in and say it. Well, that's another fucking awesome thing about War Thunder. Is, you know, like how freaking in movies and stuff, like they put freaking bushes on their tanks and all sorts of shit. Freaking, you literally, well, it actually does cost like the version of gold on here, but you can literally put all different kinds of fucking terrain on your fucking tanks and stuff. Freaking put fucking trees and bushes and all sorts of shit on your tank. And it fucking makes a difference too, dude. Freaking, I don't know how many damn panthers I've been fucking killed by. Ugh. Like, they literally at a distance look like a goddamn bush. I shit you not, you know, fucking, I wish I had a video of it, dude. You'd be like, freaking, you're all looking for a tank, you know, because you have to use your eyes. You don't got a marker saying, oh, they're right there. You know? And all of a sudden your tank just blows up and your turret fucking explodes and fire flies out your fucking hatch. You're just like, and then it shows, and like, that's another nice thing, is if the guy's in view range of you, if you could have technically seen them, like, it will show you a replay of him firing his round where he was at, and fucking, and you get to watch the bullet fly across the field, hit your tank. It even shows you if it fragmented, where the rounds went, how you died. It shows the whole thing. So there's no question so there's no question in your mind like, oh, well, how the fuck did that kill me? Well, it shows you step by step where the fucking bullet went in. It shows you the round fragment and kill every one of your fucking crew members. The fragments freaking blew up all your fucking people. Or it shows you that the round went into your gas tank and the gas tank's ruptured and your tank freaking exploded. Like, when your gas tank ruptures on there, or your ammo rack, usually the gas tank, I think, but like, it literally, like, flames fly out your hatches, all of them, your hatches stay open. Fucking, oh, that's crazy. Nice shot. I don't even think I fired a bolt this whole game. But like I said, but it's not for everybody. Like I said, and after playing this game for so long, freaking, you're gonna find that, like I said, it's a lot harder. You can die a lot easier. Freaking, while it takes you at first, it's gonna take you freaking, who knows how many bullets to kill a tank. While if theirs is a fully upgraded tank and they got the cool bullets, you're gonna get fucking one-hitted, and you'll be all fucking pissed off over that. Like I said, but what's nice though is that it literally shows you like what happened. Freaking, and you're gonna be, and like I said, so many people are like, "Oh, that's bullshit." Freaking, well, hell, man, if he's got better bolts than you, because yours ain't researched, or he got a better tank than you with better fucking gun, that's just how that shit works. I've seen fucking light tanks come in and one-hit people. Fucking hilarious. Like the Chaffee on there, dude. A ridiculous tank. Freaking, because it's quick for like, and actually on there you can actually see mile per hour. By the way, that really throws you off. Instead of kilometers.
I wouldn't mind miles per hour.
Yeah, I have it on all the time. But yeah, you're just like, wow, I'm doing 15 mile per hour in a fucking Chaffee. Or in a fucking Pershing, you're like, I'm doing 15. Friggin'. But, you know, on here, that's like fucking 30. 34, fucking. But on here, it seems like you go so much faster. Freaking,
Right.
you get on there, like I said, it just feels more realistic. And then
Can you switch it to miles per hour on here?
Nope. You're stuck with what they got, buddy. But I know Lobo was kind of getting into it, but like I said, I disappeared again onto a different game on the computer for a while after I got him to play. I'm sure he uninstalled because, like I said, it's one of those games where by yourself it gets kind of boring. It's the same thing over and over again. Just like on here, but at least on here, there's always people playing. You know, you have people to BS with.
You're right.
But would he fucking quit that game? Because he got the M103 on there, which is one of our big. But he tried to act like it was one of these freaking M103s, thinking it had a little bit of armor, you know. But on there, you know, it doesn't. It doesn't have much fucking armor, especially in comparison to the other tanks.